gonna do is turn this on so I can see the chat room. Alright, so we have an art commission to do. It is of a Lynx. This OC belongs to Critter, so we get to have some fun. Oh, cool. I have to do a mod thing right away. Let me do that. Crazy and you know what? You get to be reported. I might actually have to do it this way. Screw this. Seriously? My gosh. Anyway, that part's not working. Of course, something always has to happen, like, during the stream, because now I can't, like, even edit that. Don't show again. Dismiss. There we go. Aha. Delete. And ban. Ha! Right, cool. Because we don't need those kinds of messages here. So, yep. Anyway. So we're going to be doing, you're going to be drawing a Lynx. And the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to sketch a thingy. I already have some layers laid down, so we're going to do the sketch on the first layer. We want it to look like a cat. So I will make that, but I need this slightly elevated, but you guys can't see this. Yeah. I'd have music going, but Twitch kind of has issues with that. So we're not gonna have music. I'll just be like chatting and doing stuff. I guess what I could do, I'll have to make this bigger, of course, and I'll make it bigger later after this sketch is done. Have fun with like me just randomly zooming in and out of things. Okay, but we need a curve. So we're gonna put the eyes. I'll just mark out where it's gonna go, kind of. I also could do this, actually I could just do it mirrored, maybe. Let me see. Yeah. I could do it like a mirrored way. That might be just a teeny tiny bit easier. But we'll see. I don't need to do this easy. I can do it any way I want to. As long as like the client is happy with it. I love doing poofy cheeks. The poofy cheeks. And I also prefer to do like closed mouths, but they can always be like, oh hey, can we get like the mouth open? I always do things in a slightly feminine style, I think. But I don't, I don't know, to me it's just slightly feminine because I like to do like big, dark lashes kind of stuff. So there's one eye. I'm going to sketch the pupil and iris. I want to make the ears more triangular because lynxes have more triangular ears. And of course, little tufts. Have I ever drawn a lynx before? I don't think so. I always have some fun with those. Will this end up looking slightly realistic? We will see. My favorite kind of hair to do is puffy and angular. Okay. So there's that. Of course, they have like separate cheek fluff because the lynx and lynx had cheek fluff. I'll probably change up the design later on. But for now, that's what we have as a rough one. And I mean, I don't think they've given like me any specifics because this is an art trade, so I'm supposed to like do it kind of in my style. So I'll probably use this as like the base for it. Yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna do like a second rendition of it. This time I'm gonna use like a brown so I can tell where it is, and we're gonna increase the size of the pencil. So yeah. Oh, never mind. We're gonna be using black again. but I'm gonna use a different. I'm gonna do that one. I don't like the brown. All right, cool. So there's that. Go back up here. Oop, not erase. There's I. The nose is okay, but I might want to make it a little bit. Do I want to make it a little bit bigger? Sorry to all of you who are watching this and getting motion sick. I promise that's not my intention. I just tend to move the camera or can't move the canvas around a lot. And I would have streamed this from like on my desk so you could see my whole desk. That way you wouldn't have gotten motion sick as much. The only issue with that is that the iPad I have has a lot of glare issues. So like you could see everything. You could see my desk setup, you could see the monitor for my computer, and you can see me. And I'm like, I don't want to be seen. So we're streaming from the iPad, which lowers the battery a bit, but oh well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase the nose. Why? Because that just makes it easier for me personally. Because then I could just focus on doing the nose. Usually the nose goes around the layer of the eye, and we need it pointed on the bottom, pointy, a little bit curve on the top. That's a small cat, so that's probably too big. So the simple way to do that is to just do like that. But now I think it's actually too thin, so what I am going to do is I'm going to take that, erase some lines, just like that line, I think, and we'll draw new ones. There you go. That's a little better. Make some little nostrils. And then we get to shrink it. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay. Start onto the mouth part. Yeah, we'll just leave the mouth part like that for now. think those are supposed to be bigger. There you go. I'll probably fix some of it later if needed. Oh, I accidentally merged with the cheek fluff. I don't want to merge with the cheek fluff. I'll make it curved down a bit so it kind of goes with the cheek fluff. Not want to just go down. See how it looks. Oop. I'm gonna have to make the neck fluff a little more. So I'll do that. Although I like where it is right now, I think it needs a little bit of size. So we'll also change this little bit right here. Ha! Okay, I think that looks good enough for now. We're gonna do some of the cheek fluff. Side one. Side two. $13. Eyes up there. We'll move a few of these up. Okay, so next is the ear. there's that part. And I'll be doing the ear over here. Guess it doesn't matter right now. I don't have the hair drawn. Let's see. So, it's a little bit back. Tufts. Yeah, I think that looks decent enough. Okay, the hair goes before and after the ear. So, hair. It's really long in the front for at least the one. It's supposed to go out though, so I'll do it how I usually do it. Wonder how that looks with everything that we've done. I might have to move it to the side. Let's do the neck fur. And then we should do the fur that's by the muzzle. Move down the nose. All right. Oops. See, there's a trick for this somewhere, and I forgot how to do it. Or you can move your whole canvas. I forgot how, which is okay. I'll figure it out eventually. I know I saved it somewhere. Let me erase this part because we don't really need it. Alright, and then inner ear, which we will do that below that frame. That's in the back. Erase the little hair. Yeah, I will definitely have to put like a disclaimer in the YouTube video. It's like, if y'all get motion sickness easy, do not watch. Alright, should we get to color blocking? I think we should get to color blocking. Alright, so I need at least a layer per thing. Eyes usually get 2. That one's a deep one. Alright, cool. So the ears are this darker brown. Let me re-summon the little color chart. So the ears are this color, this brown. And based on that, some of the gray fur goes up to the ears. So the ears, rotate this, add the color blocks. Oh, I forgot I didn't finish it. It's up here. My bad. Okay, so that part's finished. Green is on the inside, so we are going to make a second one of these. But bring it behind the inner ear fur. So the green will go right there. Green is right here. The inner ear fur is this light, kind of tannish. And no, I do not do one color at a time. I do one section at a time. Because I'm weird. Okay, so for this facial fur, I know that there's like a little bit of fur that we kind of did that's with these. Okay. Where did I put it? I put it right there. Okay. I will use that for later. For now, we're doing the facial fur. That's over here. So I need that one. I'll need that one. And I'll need that one at the top. And just do the head. So all of that, we're going to start off with this kind of grayish brown. So we'll do that one. And I'm going to like just block off the whole section. What the heck? Oh. Nico got up to the top of his tower. If you guys hear me yelling at my cat, he can be quite the troublemaker. So, don't mind me. Just casually telling Nico not to eat plastic. Again. Oh, cool. That's the brown of the ear. I probably should have put some, like, brown fur down there. I can add it later. Right now, we're going to focus on what I have right here. Because that's kind of important. And yeah, we are going to color the whole bottom half of this the gray-brown color until we switch to the next one. It's just mentally easier for me to do. Alright, so there's that. Like I did say, I'm going to add little tufts back here because I think that would be kind of cute. Are these the same color? No, they look slightly different. There you go. Find the color. Haha. Little tuffy ears. Okay, so next we can kind of do like the lower part of the face. And where we had all that blocking done, we'll use the tannish color, not cover, color. And it looks like it starts from near the eye and the muzzle, goes down, goes to the, we'll start from over here. How's that? Goes down to kind of near where the chin is. So right here we'll stop. Oh no, I colored outside the line. Right, there's that. so the muzzle and snoot color we'll do right here. It'll be above where we need it anyway. And that has the lightish brown. Actually, did we miss a color in the little chart thing? Oh, I know what we did. The ears are the wrong color. Let me fix that. There we go. And now we use the brownish color. The dark brown. And that'll be on the near the cheeks. Or yeah. Well, I guess those aren't cheeks. The muzzle. We'll color a little bit of the outside of the muzzle. And we'll color up and around. Alright, there's that. Put it down. I don't think it'll be that far over. Like there's that. So the snoot color is about the same color as the hair, isn't it? Well, if I do have these all mixed up, well, I can fix it later. This is why I section them. Because if I see that something is the wrong color, then I'll be aware. And this over top of that. Okay, so this one is that gray brown color. It's this one. This gray brown. There we go. It looks like we'll be using that color for most of the chest too. So I am gonna color part of the chest at least. Where is this one? Oh, it's over there, okay. Oh yeah, one thing that I haven't said yet is what my drink of the day is. My drink of the day is another sparkling water by Spindrift. And it is the peach strawberry, and it is pretty darn good. It's very tasty. It reminds me of something, but I can't remember what it reminds me of. But the ears, we are again changing their color. We're changing their color? Maybe we're not changing their color. That might actually be how it's supposed to be. Let me just. Yeah, they're about the same color. The hair on the neck will be a different color. So I better like block that out separately. Again. I'll have that as the base. But let me quick do a little detail. There we go. And now we can use this darker color right there. So it'll be right there. I have a song stuck in my head that I'm not supposed to sing on stream. Since we have this color out, I'm just gonna do the hair right now. Might as well. I'll be adding stuff to it later because you can never have too much fun when it comes to art. And I think highlights would be fun. Also, I have to say, it kind of sucks that like bots are like the first ones in channels. Like, that really sucks. I was not expecting a bot to be the first chatter. And it annoys me. Okay, we're gonna do that. However, we're gonna also place this below the ear because I want the ear to stick out. So, there's that. Let me quick color the cheek on one side. And I'll make sure that the ear is colored. There. Actually, where is that? Oh, it's on that side. Well, either way. Either way, it's where it's supposed to be. Alright, so while I have all of this stuff, those leaves are loud. Gonna take the ear color. We're gonna do the little cheek tufts. Nope. Okay, that part's done. All the way down to the bottom. Do this cheek fluff. Make sure that the nose is green. Then we make sure that the ear is colored, and it looks like there's like a weird red spot. I have no idea where that is. Sorry, it's gonna annoy me if it's still there. Okay, there we go. It also annoys me that there's the one right there, but I gotta fill this in. I gotta fill this in before I fix the other thing. There's that. To the ear. And there's a little bit of fur. And I think that is with this thing. Okay, there we go. Haven't done the eyes yet. Thank you, phone. I don't go to work today. Haha. I had to turn that off. Whoops. Okay, so eyes. Where did the eyes go? There's the eyes. Pupil. I'm gonna do 3 of those. Pupil is like a really dark green. So I'm gonna casually steal the green. Then I'm also gonna do the fun thing of making a little lighter loop around it. Actually, I might do that later. Yeah, I might do that later. I prefer to have fully separated eyes. I don't care for having. I don't usually meld them together, mix them. But I will definitely make these have more personality later. Okay, next color is the gold. Alright, so there we have the beginning part of it. Then we have an added detail that's down here, which is looks kind of like what sun bears have, to be honest. temporarily increase the brush size. Okay, there's that. Is there any other like color changes that I have to be aware of? Not that I can tell, unless I want to do part of the fur back here a little red or brown. I mean, you know what? I might do that. I think that would be a great addition to add like a little more substance. Substance. I'm gonna do it from like over here. Yes, I know it looks really messy right now. I will clean it up. But it also looks like a loop, so I might have to change this a little more. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think that helped. Here, hmm. If I were to do this, I'd have to add like the arm to it. Hmm. I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna do it this way. If they do want it changed later, I can definitely do that. But I think that'll just work out just a little tiny bit better. Yeah. All right. Cool. So now what we do? It has. They has spots. It's like this color spots. Looks like they're slightly transparent. Make them transparent. I wasn't told whether they have to be like specifically in the same spot, so I'm gonna try to kind of match them up where they should be. Is it just me or does that one have a tail? I think it'd be kind of funny if that one did have a tail. That is like too much space though. Gotta redo them. Hmm. Hopefully they like how that looks. Aha. I kind of like how that looks. And then above the eye, it has eyeliner. But I'm not gonna make the eyelid. Like, I'm not gonna make the eyelid line. I can, however, make the makeup line based on that. Alright, cool. I think it's time to add some details. Besides what we just pasted. One of my favorite things to do is to do or use what's called luminance. So for this one, I'll have to make it a little darker. It's brown tone, so I need that brown a little bit darker too. And I don't like where those are, and I don't like that that is still too light. I like how that is, but it's also too dark. Ooh. Again, too dark. That one's way too dark. Getting the glow like just right is difficult. we'll use this. I can always change it. Okay, so is that I could also, maybe I could blend them. I think blending them might work a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna blend them in. Hmm. I mean, looks alright. Do that for the hair back here too. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. Unless you zoom in, but otherwise it looks kind of pleasing. Okay, so we're gonna find this color, go down. Guess I should have done that the other way. No, go back. There we go. that. Gonna switch tactics. Go down here. We're only gonna mess with the bottom coat, not with the top one. And whoa. Didn't want to do that. Right here we have shadow anyway. Like we're gonna have shadow, so I'm gonna kind of blend that in. All right. And now we can actually do some of the fur. Start here. All right. We're not going to mess with the little piece on the chest, but we can mess with the tops. We're only going to do one, I think, though. I think the other one needs to stay darker. Whoa, that's too bright. Let's lower the brightness. We'll see how this goes. Let me change the size of this. I really like that one. The other two I'm okay with, but this one, not so much. I think we'll just leave it kind of like it is, like that. What over here? Oh. There we go. Go back down here because I realized I forgot a tiny little piece. Go back up here. Mm. Back to permanent. Nope. Hmm. That just doesn't look right. We'll keep it on the one side. Or I'll do it farther in. Good enough, I think. Go on down darker. Yeah, I don't like that. How? Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, okay, okay. I did an oops. It was my bad. Those you're not blending in. Okay, I like how that one looks too. Like we're just keeping it as it is, like that. I'm gonna keep that one as it is too. Alright. Now it's time for the eyes. We're focusing on the eyes next. I need a little darker. It's still not quite working. Ultra fine. Yeah, there we go. Do that. Raise the transparency. Well, let's lower the transparency, I guess. And then we go back, do a little luminance, do a light pen, do a green. Place that over that. And we do that above the eye. Wow, it's already been a few hours. Fun. I'm going to do it from this way. Alright. I think I gotta be done soon. I am getting hungry. So let me see. We'll do my favorite way to make background. Just a simple one. Let me do that better. Alright.